Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Building Helms Deep in Lego. I know it's been a while, but we're finally back after like 2 months. Finally have all the motivation to, just continue this work. And here's just, some overall, footage of what the main progress has been. Okay, so here we have the wall, guys. So I'm sorry if I'm not showing everything in perfect detail, but as you guys saw in the previous episode, you saw me building the explosion itself. So if you haven't seen that, definitely watch the previous one. But here we have actually, it's set up with some rocks, blowing out of it. And I do want to shout out my friends for this one because at first I was just doing all of them in this kind of scale, just this kind of brick, and thinking, oh yeah, that's how it would crumble, but it actually doesn't crumble like that. So my friends recommended me, having more different kind of sizes, and I think that really helps, the movement of it. So this one is a bigger one. I'll probably have some more bigger ones up here, but this isn't done as well. So this is just a work in progress. I do want to have, this also crumbling and having, else like this, like flying off and stuff like that. That would be, very cool to see. So all of this top part is still a work in progress. So I still have to fill in this, this part, and do want to show you guys, like, at the back I did everything basically in dark gray, I guess signalizing that would be like, rock deeper inside, that would be, very moist and wet and stuff. So I want to have a little bit, more like detail in there as well. I do have it's very hard to see, but there is a gate, or not a gate, it's like a well, I guess, with the arches over there. Just, you will never see it, but I just wanted to know it was there. So I am starting on a wall over here, which you'll see later in the video. I am actually, going back in time, since this I'm already working on something new that you'll see later in the video, but I forgot to actually film the explosion part, which is, something new. After 2 months I've been working on and off on this and not really recording anything, so I don't really know where my progress has led. So all of this has been the same, for example, but I have added these, and you'll see that later as well. So just want to show the explosion, maybe show you guys the backside as well. I don't know if there's anything interesting to see there, but that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys later. And unfortunately, this video clip has lost its audio, so I'm just gonna go off my hand movements and see what I'm talking about. So I think I'm just, talking about the mock and how I have an issue. So all of this needs to, move back a little bit for the castle. You'll see later, so everything has to fit. So the reason I have to move this is because there's a walkway over here that you've all seen, and it's very iconic, going to the gate. I want to have all of the urukai on the walkway to the gate, but it was just too crammed up to the front, so everything has to move back a bit farther so I can actually fit all of it on it. And at the back there would also be a gap if I didn't do that, so this way everything will just flow way nicer. Everything will work way better. And as well, with doing this I have a lot more space for the the horses, and it will look a lot more even if I have it a little wider. It was a little bit too cramped as well, I think, with the horses, so now they have a lot more space to rush all of the urukai. And I think this will look better as well. And luckily this is not that hard of a progress, since all of these are on 16 by 16 plates. I can just move it one back. I mean, that's what I thought initially, but that was actually a little bit harder than I thought. You'll see that later as well. And all of this is on some sort of a rail system that I can luckily move back. I'll only have to fit in some some plates with some detail, but that is not really that hard to do. I still have to make the river a little bit longer as well. So one part that also needs to still be finished, and you've been seeing in previous videos, is this river. This is how the old river looked, but I've since then changed to the half plate, like indented, I guess. I'll have to look that, but all of this is not really a priority for me right now, since all of this is just added on ground, and I really want to focus on the castle first, since that's obviously way more important. And I still have to make a giant tower here as well. So this is where the wall would be, the gate, and then one ginormous tower in the back there. I mean, those cups are not even the size. It's gonna be way taller than that, and I have to somehow make it transportable as well. So here I'm showing you, one of the towers that I like, some sort of watchtowers, and this essentially shows what kind of techniques I'll be using, throughout the whole mock and the tower, which is panels. And then here I am showing you guys how the lights actually work. I've shown it before, but I wanted to show it again because it kind of shows how I use two doors for it. So I have one little door just to access the switch, and then have a bigger door where I can change the batteries if needed. And if you're wondering why I'm not using battery packs, is because I have tried so many battery packs, like smaller ones, good ones, and they all turn off after a couple seconds because they don't it's like for 5 LEDs, and they don't require that much power, so the battery pack just switches off by itself, and the normal batteries don't. Here I'm showing you how I pre-plan this light system, and I will show you guys how to do it, and if in full detail. So I was gonna include lights as from the start, but then my friend Gooby Builds, he recommended me I run it through their legs, and that was actually such a nice thing to do because it works flawlessly. So I just run it from the torch around their arm and then to the back of their legs, and it's it's very hard to see, and it's also black and red, which kind of matches with the figures as well. And I think this will just I mean, I have one panel done with them, but I'll be doing another panel and probably more. And with the flicker board, it just looks so nice. It's just so dynamic, and it's gonna look so sick in the pictures, which I'm very excited to do. And here we have one of the panels that I talked about moving back, and I've done that now. And here is where I'm starting to fill in the gaps and put all the detail in there, and it's really looking nice. Like this progress was definitely easier than I thought. It was a little bit of a hassle, but here we have me making the river, since I need to fill that in as well. It was definitely a tricky progress, since all of this is snot, and have to fill in the gaps perfectly, which I'm doing here. Hey guys, so for the end of the video, I just wanted to give you guys a preview, or an overview more actually, for the people that are new here, or the people that kind of forgot what the mock was gonna look like. So this is the full size of it. We've now put the wall back, which I'll show the detail here in front that's new, and I will show you later. So right now we have a lot more space on this side, which I'm very happy with. We can actually have the walkway over here, and this is where the round wall will be. It will be all very very big. This is the tower. Will probably be even bigger than that, but I just want to show you guys some of the details. So right now we have a lot more space for the horses to rush in. Then I wanted to show you guys the new detail, which is all this whole strip is all new details, so I have to fill that in. But the river is now longer. It has some snot points, some snot headlight bricks for people to walk on. I mean orcs, not people. And then we have this wall, which this little watchtower, which I'll have to update as well. These are just stand-in walls. The explosion, some of the pieces fell off since the wall flopped forward when I removed it, since these are modular. So don't worry about that. That will look better sooner than later, and we'll just have more crumbling things happen there. So here I'm starting to grid out where the orcs are going to be in the lights, so I'll probably have to fit in 2 more orcs there. And also I'll be having ladders, and talking about a ladder, this is actually something I'm experimenting with, is I'll be making a better javelin, or whatever, catapult, or whatever it's called, and I'll be actually motorizing it. So I want to have this go up there, and then here, which then will be pulling a wire, which will be pulling up one of the giant ladders, and I should also want to make it able to fall. So that's something in the works, but that will only start getting more progress when I actually have the wall over here. Then I want to show you guys one last thing, which is something cool, an update on the elves, the Lothlorien elves, and these are the new helmets. So I've ordered 10 of these, which my friend Logan has ordered in the UK, which I'll be seeing next week. So thank you for Logan, shout out to him. And then I also ordered these from Pick a Brick a couple months ago. So I saw them and I wanted to get them just to try this out, but luckily it actually is a rubbery piece. I've never really had this piece, but it works so perfectly to have the cloak on, and it still goes over the quiver as well. Then I have a gold hand as a little horn on there. So right now we have like 2 variants. So we have this one obviously, and then we have one of the normal ones over here with the hood on. It would focus. So with the hood on, and both of them look great, and I think it will have some variety in on the wall, instead of just having all copy paste figures. You know, you will be seeing some variety in there as well. So that's pretty much it. I'm super excited for this one, for this mock. My ultimate goal is to bring this to America. I have no idea if that's even remotely possible because of the giant castle that's going to be here. So we'll see what we can do. Worst case scenario, I can remove these strips if I can't fit it, but I don't think that will be the main problem. So we'll see if I can even bring this. I'll try to bring it to convention, but I'll just try my best, and I'll also be making an awesome video, finale on this, of course. But one thing I'm actually really excited about, which I haven't been excited about in previous projects, is taking the pictures, since I've now kind of have some experience with Photoshop and Lightroom, and I really want to like make one shots out of the movie and see how it would look in Lego and do all the lighting and stuff. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for still sticking around to the end of the video and with this series. I really appreciate you guys for as always liking and subscribing, and also commenting. Really makes me happy to see you guys support these projects. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.